Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to solve two problems related to the concept of heating and cooling. Okay. You can expect at least one question from this topic in your exam. But before going into the problem, I would recommend you to go through my previous video once where I have covered the concept of cooling and heating and cooling. Now, let us see the first problem. It is given that the motor has a temperature rise of 25 degrees centigrade after 1 hour and 37.5 degrees centigrade after 2 hours. Okay, we have to find the steady state temperature and time constant of the motor. Next part of the problem is related to cooling and we will see it later. Okay, first let us solve the first part where we have to find steady state temperature and time constant, that is the heating time constant of the motor. Okay, in the previous video I have derived the equation that temperature as theta is equal to theta ss, that is the steady state temperature rise, times 1 minus e to the power t by tau, where tau is the time constant and we have to find this, plus theta naught into e to the power minus t by tau. Okay, and here theta naught is the initial temperature rise, but in the question you can see that there is no data given about the initial temperature rise, so we will assume it to be 0. Okay, now we will get theta will be equal to theta ss into 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. In the question it is given that after 1 hour the temperature rises 25 degrees centigrade, so put it here. 25 will be equal to theta ss into 1 minus e to the power, time is given as 1 hour and we have to find the tau. Equation number 1. Similarly, 37.5 degrees centigrade temperature rise after 2 hours. Therefore, 37.5 equal to theta ss 1 minus e to the power minus after 2 hours. Okay, therefore 2 by tau. Okay. Now we have to solve these two equations to find these two variables, theta ss and tau. Now we will divide equation number 1 by equation number 2. It is 1 divided by 2. We will get 25 by 37.5 will be equal to theta ss will get cancelled. 1 minus e to the power 1 by tau and 1 minus e to the power minus 2 by tau. Okay. Now we can further solve it. We will break it into a square minus b square. Okay, therefore we will get 1 plus e to the power minus 1 by tau into 1 minus e to the power minus 1 by tau. 1 minus e to the power, this 1 minus e to the power minus 1 by tau and 1 minus e to the power minus 1 by tau will get cancelled and we will left with 25 by 37.5 will be equal to 1 by 1 plus e to the power minus 1 by tau. Okay. Now from this equation we will get 25 plus 25 into e to the power minus 1 by tau is equal to 37.5. Now if we solve it, we will left with e to the power minus 1 by tau equal to half. Okay. Now taking log, natural log on both the side, we will get minus 1 by tau be equal to ln half. Now ln half is equal to minus 0.693. Therefore finally we will get the heating time constant tau will be equal to 1.44 hour. Okay. After getting this time constant, we can calculate the steady state temperature rise by putting this value of tau in any one of the equation 1 or 2. Okay, let us put this value in equation 1. We will get 25 will be equal to theta ss into 1 minus e to the power minus 1 by 1.44. Okay. Now if we solve it with the help of a calculator, the value of theta ss will come out to be equal to 49.5 93, or you can say it to be around 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, this is the answer of the first part of the question. Now we will see the next part of the question. Here it is given that if the temperature falls from the final steady state value to 40 degrees centigrade in 1.5 hour. Okay, and now the final steady state value we have found to be 50 degrees centigrade. From this value, if we cut off the supply from the motor, the temperature start to decrease, and it reaches 40 degrees centigrade in 1.5 hour. Okay, so we have to calculate this cooling time constant. This is the heating time constant, or we have to find the cooling time constant of the motor. Ambient temperature is given as 30 degrees centigrade. Okay, for cooling also we will again use the same equation, but now the meaning of theta SS and theta naught will get changed. In the cooling process, theta naught is the initial temperature rise after which the cooling process start, and theta SS will be the final temperature rise at the end of the cooling process. But in the question you can see there is no data is given about the final temperature after the cooling process. This ambient temperature is the surrounding temperature of the machine. Okay, therefore we will assume theta SS to be 0. Therefore we will get the temperature rise theta in the cooling process is equal to theta naught, that is the initial temperature rise, okay, times e to the power minus t by tau. Now you can see we have to find this tau, the cooling time constant. T is given as 1.5 hour. So you may think you will put theta to be equal to 40 degrees. It is given that the temperature fall from final steady state value to 40 degrees, but you have to keep in mind that theta is the temperature rise above the ambient temperature. Therefore the theta will be 10 degree, that is 40 degree minus 30 degree. Okay, theta is the temperature rise above the ambient temperature. Always keep in mind. Okay, 10 will be equal to theta naught. The cooling process start after the machine attain the steady state temperature. It is given in the question. Okay, fall from final steady state value. Then theta naught we have find out to be 50 degrees centigrade. Okay, therefore 50 into e to the power time is given as 1.5 hour, and tau we have to find. Now if we solve this, I think this is not a big deal to solve this equation. You have to just put this value in the calculator and thereafter find the natural log. Okay, like I have done this in this equation. Now the final tau will be 0.90 hour. Okay, like this we can solve this type of problem. Now in 95 of the question, in the heating process you will not be given the theta naught, and the cooling process you will not be given the theta SS. So you have to finally use the equation theta is equal to theta SS into 1 minus e to the power t by tau minus t by tau in the case of heating, and theta is equal to theta naught into e to the power minus t by tau in the case of cooling. Okay, now we will go on to the next problem. In this question also we have to find the heating time constant of the motor and the final temperature rise, but it is a different kind of question than the previous one. Okay, now we will see how to solve this kind of question. To solve this kind of question, you have to know the parameters that are used to derive the cooling and heating model of the motor that I have described in my previous video. Okay, now we will extract data from the question. Okay, and the enclosure of a 10 kilowatt motor, the rated output of the motor is 10 kilowatt, is equivalent to a cylinder of 70 centimeter diameter and 100 centimeter length. The equivalent dimensions are given. Okay, the motor weight 500 kilogram. Write this. W is equal to 500 kilogram. Okay, assuming that the specific heat is 700 joule per kilogram per degree centigrade. Okay, the C is given as 700 joule per kilogram per degree centigrade, and that the peripheral surface is alone capable of heat dissipation. Okay, and that means the equivalent size of the motor is that of a cylinder. Okay, like this. Okay, and the cooling surface is given as the peripheral surface. Okay, this surface will dissipate heat to the surrounding. Okay, and the heat dissipation of 12.5 watt per meter square per degree centigrade, that is the specific heat dissipation constant is given, which is D 12.5. okay, now that we have to find this area. To find this area we'll use twice pi into radius. Our diameter is given as 70 centimeters, therefore radius will be 35 centimeter. 0.35 twice pi r into h. Height is given as 100, that is 1 meter. We will find it in meter square. This will come out to be 2.20 meter square. Okay, now after getting these parameters, if you are not familiar with the sign, please go to my previous video. Okay, we can find the heating time constant tau, which is equal to WH divided by dA. We have all the value. We have to just put it here. Weight is 500 and H or sorry, we use H for specific heat. Okay, so H is given as 700. Now D is 12.5 into area is 2.20. If we solve it, the heating time constant tau is come out to be 3.53 hour. Okay, now we have to find the final temperature rise. Okay, now from the previous video we know that final temperature rise, that is the theta SS. The theta SS is equal to P1 by D into A. Okay, now we have D, we also have A, but we do not know P1. Now P1 is the heat developed inside the machine. Okay, heat developed inside the machine in watt or joule per second, you can say. Now the heat is developed due to losses inside the machine. So we have to find, to find P1 we have to find the total loss inside the machine. For this we have given the efficiency of the machine is 90% and the rated output is 10 kilowatt. Okay, so we will use these two value to find the loss and then to the value of P1, that is the heat developed. Okay, now we all know that efficiency is equal to P out divided by P in. Now P in is equal to P out plus P losses. Okay, now if we solve this, we will get P loss is equal to P out by efficiency minus P out. Okay, now the rated output is given as 10 kilowatt, that is 10,000 watt, and the efficiency is 90%. So we have to put 0.9 here minus, and again P out is 10,000 watt. Okay, 10 kilowatt, that is 10,000 watt. Okay, now if we solve it, we will get that the total loss inside the machine is equal to 1111.11 watt. Okay, now this loss will give rise to heat inside the machine, therefore P1 is equal to P loss, and so from this equation we will get theta SS, that is the final temperature rise, will be equal to 11.11 divided by D, that is given as 12.5 into area A, that is 2.20. If we solve it, we will get 40.4 degrees centigrade as the final temperature is. Okay. Now this type of question you can expect from this topic. Now in the first question there may be a third part in which you have to find the rating of the motor. Now we will discuss this type of question in my upcoming videos when we will discuss the topic of rating. Okay, now that's it for today. If you have liked the video, do share it among your friends and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.